morning. I am Miss Carol Walther. I'm your child's OT from their preschool. Today I'm going to show you some of the exercises that we commonly do in preschool so that you can do some of those at home with your child. These are really great reasons for doing these exercises. It improves focus, it can improve attention, it helps build the core strength and endurance of the child's trunk. So we always start our OT session with 1 or 2 exercises. And while you're at home with school closing, I recommend that from this list of exercises that I give you, that you choose 1 or 2 to do with your child every day at home. And it's really great if you can get on the floor and do it with them, or if you have other children in the home who can get on the floor. We a lot of times add other kids from the preschool to come and do these because they're just fun and the kids love them. And it's a great way to spend quality time with your child without having to sit and do pencil, paper, and writing activities. And it does develop their motor coordination skills, which is super important, and that's one of the main things we work with during OT. So I'm going to demonstrate and explain some of the common exercises to you. The first one is the scooter board. Many of you probably don't have one at home, but if you happen to, the kids do come to the OT room on a scooter board. So they just lay on their stomach, and again, they have to hold up against gravity, their arms and legs, and they just push themselves. So it's good proprioceptive input to their hands as well. So it gets their hands ready to do fine motor activities, and they all love it. Lots of smiles when we're doing the scooter board. Another activity we can do is the exercise ball. If you happen to have one of these at home, there's lots of things you can do on it. One of the kids' most favorite is called the roly-poly bug. Basically, they just roll over top, back and forth. And you can see their hands get a lot of input onto the ground, so it gets their hands ready to do work. It also is a linear movement and rhythmical, so it helps to calm. So a lot of times when the kids are frustrated, upset, we pull out a therapy ball, and they really enjoy it. Another way you can do that similar thing is on their back. And this time they go upside down. And again, this is great for calming, and it actually just changes the orientation of the head. And so it can be very calming activity. Some kids love it and some don't. So I basically just say try it. If they don't like it, don't do it. So another thing, and when you're doing these exercises on the ball, sing. The kids love to sing. We sing every time we do. You know, you can do your ABCs, A, B, C, D, or you can count, or you can sing any preschool song that you can come up with. Another activity with the ball is super fun. It's called the meteorite launch. How we do this is the child lays on their back, on their elbows like this, and you're gonna throw the ball to them. I don't have anyone to throw it to me, but you would be standing over here. You would throw the ball to them, and then they would kick it with their feet. They think it's a hoot. You could also just put the ball on a surface like this and have them kick into it, because again, they have to maintain all this core strength and stamina. I can feel this in my stomach just right here, and it's really great for the kids' core strength, which helps their overall coordination for fine motor activities. So that's the exercise ball. Another way you can use the ball is you can lay on your stomach across from them. They would be laying towards you, and you basically just lay and roll the ball back and forth to each other. And again, anytime you can do floor exercises or floor activities, even just playing on the floor, it causes the child to have to hold up against gravity and gets their core strength and stamina working together. So another activity we do is called hot dog. Your kids love this one. It's very calming and relaxing. I get rid of that ball. And what we do is we take a therapy mat or a yoga mat, and let's just pretend that this is your child. We lay them here at the end, and then I roll them in this mat, and we sing, you are a hot dog, I'm rolling a hot dog. Whatever you can come up with to sing. I sing all kinds of silly things. And once they get rolled up and their back is towards me, I say, okay, I'm gonna add some ketchup, some mustard, and this whole time they are smiling huge and loving it. And then a lot of times I'll say silly things like, I'm gonna add some Skittles, and they just always giggle with that. So then you unroll them, and they usually lay there and they usually say, do it again, or the kids who can't talk usually are signing more to me. This is one of their favorites. It's really a deep pressure, can be calming, and the kids really love it. So you can do that one at home. Okay, the next one is just called Superman. To do Superman, you lay on your stomach and you're gonna raise your arms and your legs and your head and hold it for the count of 10. This is a really good core strength exercise. We usually talk about flying to the store to buy toys or whatever you can come up with. It's very difficult for a lot of our kids to do this. Sometimes they can only get their head up. If that's all they can do, that's where we start. Then we try to add the arms, and then the last part is the legs. A lot of times I sit towards them and actually help lift their arms up, and we count to 10, and that's called Superman. Then another one is called popcorn. This one, you lay on your back, and you're gonna raise your head, your knees, and you're gonna hold. And again, you're gonna hold for the count of 10. And then once you get to 10, you're gonna say, popcorn, and you're gonna explode open. Again, the kids love this, big smiles. And this, again, these exercises all just work for the stability of that core. The next one, I would say, is one of my favorites and one of most of the kids' favorites too. This is called the Teensy Weensy Spider. So what you do is you're gonna back up to the wall, and you're gonna put your hands on the floor, and then you're gonna climb your feet up the wall and sing Teensy Weensy Spider. The teensy weensy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. And you're gonna continue singing the song. What's key in this one is that the hands are flat. A lot of times the kids do this or this, and you want them to be flat so that they get a lot of that proprioceptive input into the hands. And also just make sure on that one, some of the kids don't have the strength to hold up, so I help support them. Make sure that they don't go clunking down on their head. So give them the support if they need it. But a lot of them can do this one on their own. And then the last ones I want to show you are just animal walks, any ones you can even come up with. The first one's called the grasshopper. And this one, your hands are flat, and then your feet just hop like a grasshopper. The next one is the bear walk, and that's hands and feet, and you're just gonna walk like a bear. Next one's crab. Crab walks like this. And the one you might not be familiar with is called the lizard. And to do the lizard, you're gonna have your hands down in a plank, and then you're just gonna raise one arm at a time. This one's kind of tricky, kind of hard for the kids. But again, it's great for their core. So I hope you can enjoy spending some time with your child on the floor, laughing, playing, and they really do love these activities, and we do them weekly. So I'm asking you, since we're not at school, if you would do those with your child for me. Have a great day. Bye.